Hey guys, it's Anahata. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are moving right along. Dose 3 of Elixir 3. In this presentation, we're going to talk about your actual presentation logistics, including how to invite people, how they can sign up, and how to send them reminders. Okay, so we've got a lot to cover as usual. And you'll dive in later via homework. I want to mention something quickly. With the homework, you can do it as you go or over the next week, right? Over the next 2 weeks, actually. So you'll have 2 weeks. When I say this is homework, I don't mean you have to do it all in one night, do the next day. Okay, I hope that's clear. It's what you need to do to finish the work needed to get the information done in Elixir 3. And so you have 2 full weeks. And then of course, after that, we have coaching and mastery, what's that called? I'm very distracted, by the way. So I'm trying to hold it together here. The mastermind. Thank you. So we are going to go over choosing your platform, inviting people, the sign up, the reminder, and then what we're going to cover in the remainder of the doses. Moving right along, choosing your platform. Now, you can do all of this in person when the pandemic is over, right? You can go to events, but we're focusing digitally since that's what we can do to reach the masses now. But just so you know, you can choose in-person events based on that map that I provided you in an earlier dose as to, where do you find these people and engage with them and, speak at these centers. So digitally, the platform you can choose for your Vishita talk would be YouTube is a good one. Facebook Live is a good one. Both of those are free. Zoom is a good one. Now that's not free per se. You have to have a membership, but it's a good one. And then what I like to use is instantteleseminar.com. I've tried other platforms. They've had me, intrigued, and I've gone to other places, and I always end up coming back to instantteleseminar.com. I believe it's like $30 a month. I'm not sure. But as you start to host more workshops and as your Bliss Biz is supporting you, it's definitely worth the money to choose a seminar platform that's going to let you upload slides, have recorded audio so that you can interact with the chat feed that they also provide, etc. So check it out. There could be some free platforms out there that offer that I'm not aware of. I just choose instantteleseminar.com, but there's many others, I am certain. Mind you, I am going to be providing you with a list of technology that we can grow together as options from the paid to free scope of investment. So that's what you're going to want to do when you, after you create your Vishita talk, meaning what you're going to talk about via the template I gave you, you're going to want to choose, how am I going to get this information out there? Okay. And it can be just audio, mind you. One thing I didn't add here is something like a podcast or, and I've used Spreaker, for example. You can do that for sure. So choose your platform. I'm going to be showing you how to do instantteleseminar.com as we go through, because that's what I use, but it will be similar anywhere that you choose to use it. The second thing you're going to want to do is invite, right? You've got to invite people to attend your event. And for that, you create a landing page. This is the same thing as a sales page. Okay. This is why we call it a landing page, because it's not just about sales. It's about getting them somewhere. They've landed on your content. And it's designed in this case to do one thing and one thing alone, to get people to join your list. That's the whole purpose of your free talk, is to get them familiar with your medicine, your magic, your brand, what you have to offer. And so you want them to come to this landing page and do one thing: put in their name and email address, because remember, your list is your lifeblood. You don't have anything, you don't have a tribe, you don't have a bliss biz if you are relying solely on social outlets. You have to build your own list. Now, the things you'll include that I will show you in the examples are an image header, some sort of campaign, they call it, but for our purposes, we'll call it a workshop title, right? The umbrella that you're working under. You'll have many over the course of your Bliss Biz, but you want to have some imagery that is specific just to this specific workshop. So you're going to have an image header. You're going to have a sign up form. And again, it's name and email address and a little note, as you'll see underneath, that says, we do not sell your email address. You want people to feel safe with you. I don't share my list with anyone. I guard that with my life. Now, the third, after the image header and the sign up form, you're going to want to have brief. Okay. This is where simplicity is key. They already want to join. They want to listen to what you have to say. You don't need to sell them on this page. You don't need to have all this content that's trying to convince them to listen to your free workshop. It's a free workshop. They're saying, hey, I'd like to listen, right? So you don't need to talk them out of it, right? The more content you provide them, sometimes people can say, oh, maybe not. So the simpler, the better. And I've gotten used to this over the years. They're already interested based on what you said. They're either going to sign up or they won't. You're not going to convince them on the page. So it's really just, here, come, and here's how. So brief content on why they would want to sign up and attend your event. The last component of the invite is to send a thank you. This is a redirect. So the form will redirect, and you can do this in Wix. It's very easy to do. You'll redirect the form. And by the way, I'm going to be showing you how to do that. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I was looking ahead at my notes. So the thank you page redirect to your event, the details where it says, this is when it's happening. Here's how to join me. And if it's not going to be live, you'll say the event will appear here on such and such day, even if it's recorded. The last thing is so then within the sign up page, just looking under that lens a little bit more, is you're going to invite them, as I said, with the form that they're signing up on. The sign up will then collect their information so that, one, they join your list, but secondly, so that you can provide them with the link and the replay. Now we're going to dive into the replay in other elixirs. We're not going to deal with that right now. Just know that down the road, there is a replay that you're going to market to the people that attended to be sure that they attended. Just because people say they're going to attend does not mean they're going to attend. In fact, I usually have about 200 people say, I'll be there. And in any given presentation, the most I've had is 30 to 40 live attendees. The vast majority, no matter how urgent you make it to attend live, they prefer to attend in replay. That's just the way it goes. Now there's a trick to this, I'll tell you later, to get them live. You want them to attend live. Why? Because out of sight, out of mind. They may say, yes, I want to do this. And the longer it goes, they just forget. They don't think about it. If it's only available for a certain amount of time, that's a good tactic to say the replay is going away in 24 hours, folks. So again, the thank you page is going to house the event details. That's the functionality of the sign up. And then there's a layer of reminding. Okay, you've got to communicate to the list via email or socially or both at a 48-hour mark, at a 24-hour, an hour before, right when you're starting, and then did you miss it? So I have provided a marketing calendar so that you're aware of all the moving parts so that you can go, oh, I didn't think about that. And it's very easy to follow. It's in the handouts for this Elixir 3. so that you can plan and launch your talk. Okay. And please don't get overwhelmed. Pick and choose what you can do, having all the information available, knowing that ideally you would have a 48-hour or 2-day reminder. Ideally, you'd have, hey, tomorrow's the event. Ideally, you'd have, we're starting in an hour. Ideally, you'd have, we're starting now. And ideally, you would have, did you miss it? And some other things. These are just reminders. Again, you can start to see the value of having an automated delivery system where you set it up once and it goes out when you tell it to automatically. So you don't have to take the time and energy to go, oh, I've got to craft this and get this out. And oh, now I got to do this. And oh, now I got to do that. It's already there. You can spend, a half hour focused on writing all of the reminders and scheduling the emails. This is, again, why it behooves you to have a more robust email system. One of the reasons why I left Wix, in terms of, I used to use it for the emails, but they didn't have a schedule later. Maybe they do now, but they didn't. So I was like, that's not going to work for me. But it works in a pinch if this is your first time round and you don't have income coming in yet and you want to just get things going. Absolutely. I used it for a few years, actually. Okay, so systematically work through it. That's the point. Now, this is not linear. You don't do this, then do this, then do this. It's just, you need to do this, right? However you want to do it, in whatever order. The delivery is obviously linear, but the construction doesn't have to be, okay? And key point, as you found out in Elixir 1 and 2, if you've never done this before, it does take longer. But as you'll see in the examples I'm about to show you, once you have it done, you just clone it. You just duplicate the page, okay? You don't have to recreate the wheel. And you'll see how similar all of my landing pages and thank you pages are, because I start with the template that's done. I say duplicate page and start from there versus going, oh, I've got to do it all, right? So there is a little learning curve, but once you have it, it's going to be pretty seamless. So again, systematically work through choosing the platform for your event, creating your Visita talk, which is using the template that I gave you yesterday or whenever you listened to it. Create in Elixir 2, in Dose 2, create slides. Okay, see how I have slides? And this was part of your branding elements from the first run. You can see how all of these components start working. If you haven't chosen your brand colors and haven't created the slide deck based on my advice and teaching from Elixir 1 and 2, please go back and do that. You should have that deck, those 4, 5, 6 slides that you can open up as a template. So again, you don't have to recreate the wheel. You simply open it, save it as, for my example, save it as, Elixir 3. And then you're already halfway there. You open it and change the verbiage and you're done. Again, the learning curve is, and the time expenditure is building the roots. And then it's very, very easy to use the portfolio of tools that you have templated out, right? You don't work harder, you work smarter. You open it, you change it, you save it as something else, and you move forward. So create your slides if you are going to do visuals. If you're just doing audio, then you aren't going to have slides, and that's totally fine too. It's up to you. Remember to keep the slides very high level and not too much text. I even have a hard time with that, and I've been doing it for years. Now, you're going to want to create a rollout calendar, okay, using templates. One thing I want to mention actually with the slides, you see how I have text down here at the bottom, okay? And I'm going to go over this in the logistics. Let's see what dose that is. Dose 5, logistics, presenting your workshop. But I want to mention it here just in case you're like, well, how am I going to know what to say if I don't have it all written out? You're going to have what you want to say typed out based on your Visita talk inside the notes area. And people aren't going to see the notes. Okay, we're going to go over that later, but just FYI, in case you're wondering, like, how am I going to remember what to say? How's it going to go so seamlessly? We're going to get to that in dose 5, presenting your workshop logistics. Okay, as a side note. Now, you're going to want to create a rollout calendar to make sure that you've given yourself enough time to get everything done. You can't say, join me tomorrow for a workshop. Wait, do you have all this stuff done? We'll see. This rollout calendar using the template that I've provided for you in today's handout section of dose 3 is going to do just that. It's going to give you a calendar, a checklist, so you can work backwards from a moving target, from a goal of launch date, to see what do I need to have done and what is realistic, so that you aren't stressed out, and also so that you don't have to wonder, did I forget anything? What should I be doing right now? Okay. Then you're going to want to create the invite page and a thank you page. And again, we're going to go over the invite page and the thank you page in just a second. I'm going to give you the templates for you to look and go, oh, okay, this is what it looks like, and to do your own in Wix or whatever page you're going to do it. And then the ability to send reminders with your event link. Okay, for those who are signed up, you need to get them to come. Just because they say they're coming does not mean they're coming. Again, as I said, 30 to 40 live out of 200 people that signed up is pretty good, actually. So we really need to get them incentivized as to why they want to show up live, and I'll teach you that later. So reminders, though, otherwise it doesn't matter how excited they were to join. You've done this before too, I'm sure. You've thought, man, I really want to, I'm in, and you join. If you don't get a reminder, it's out of sight, out of mind, no matter how much you wanted to watch it, most likely. So the reminders are key. All right, so the homework is going to be using the list of examples that I'm about to go through. I want you, and these are in the member center, okay, so you can click on them later and go through them slowly. We're going to go through them very quickly right now. The homework, again, over the next month, or especially 2 weeks, or this evening, whatever you want to do to get rolling, is to create your invite/sign up page for your Vishita talk. Now, remember, you need to know what your talk is about. It's sort of like writing the ebook. So that part is linear. I would not recommend setting up your invite sign up page without having already fleshed out what you want to talk about. So step 1, open that template and flesh out your Vishita talk. Step 2, create your invite/landing page, which is the sign up. Okay. And this is going to be the page that I teach you about in the next Elixir 4, which is marketing your workshop. Okay. Getting attendees, right? This invite page, this sign up page is what you're going to promote to get people to say, yeah, I'm in, and for you to build your list. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the examples that I have for you. This is your homework. You can go visit these later. Here's an example, free webinar. Okay. Remembering Your Magnificence, hosted by me. Here's my face. It's a brand, guys. You are your brand. There's reasons for every single portion of this. It's not just hodgepodge. What should I put together? This is for a reason, down to the minute detail. So don't recreate the wheel, just copy it. Obviously not the verbiage, but what it is. There's a header, it says free. It has the title. It has who it's me. I'm hosting it. It's got the top level. It's this one, get on with your soul mission and make money delivering your gifts. That's very distilled. That's what I want them to go, oh, I want to remember my magnificence. I want to get on with my soul mission and make money delivering my gifts. And you see, I have the elephant. The elephant was part of this entire campaign for the last 3 years. It's so funny that we've woven that back in. And then again, you came here to share your gifts. Let me help you remember. Now it says replaying for a limited time. When it was actually first being promoted, obviously it said sign up now or something like that. It's a replay now, okay? So just just know that there's an updating that occurs once the event is over. But this template is what I use to get people in the door. Name, email. Now, I used the form on Wix that was available. I did not have Keep at the time. This was a couple years ago. So this, yes, I want to remember was my way, the only way in Wix that it tells you what form they filled out, if you can believe it. So I had to have this column, this area here, so that when they said register now, it says watch now, but it used to say register now. When they click register now, I would get a notification and they'd be marked as registering for something, but how would I know what it was? I had to add this, yes, I want to remember. If that's confusing, let me know, but it's basically my way of saying, oh, they signed up for the Remembering Your Magnificence workshop. One of the many reasons why I ended up going to Keep, because the forms are tied to campaigns. So I already know they get put into a group that I can isolate and email just them. Not so in Wix. I don't know why. Anyway, moving on, a paragraph, right? If they're like, if they still aren't sure why they want to register for this event, let's say someone said, hey, check this out, and they know nothing about it, then yes, here's a little 2-paragraph information and my promise to them. And guys, this is awesome. If you have a list of bullets about what you're going to share, you take them directly from the Vishada talk, the outline that you have, the stuff, the teaching components, right? I wrote this after I wrote my Vishada talk. Okay. I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about this, and this. And then I said, okay, what did I talk about? I talked about 3 keys to unwrapping your gifts. I talked about effective ways to broadcast. I talked about my download, my story. I gave steps for people to make progress on their soul path and mission. I talked about the Anahata codes. I coached listeners at the end. It was a beautiful event if you ever get to listen to it in replay. And then I invited them to apply for an exclusive coaching opportunity, which is the program you're in, which used to be called Vishada Marketing, Vishada Mastery rather. Now look, I purposefully said, I'm going to invite you. I don't want people to go, oh, here she goes. She's going into her sales, pitch. I'm out of here. You have to tell them ahead of time, look, there's an exclusive coaching program that I'm going to unwrap, expand, and show you how to unwrap, expand, and receive. Okay. That's just, I'm telling you. So when that comes, you're like, yeah, she told me about this. I'm okay with listening because it's not, in your face, like, and don't you want to buy this car? Right. Okay. So, and then that's it. I always say, something with my signature to leave a beautiful taste in their mouth. God bless you on your path to wholeness and all that you will facilitate for others. The new world is being birthed through you, and I am grateful. Okay. Whatever you want to say. It's smart to have a footer that really connects with them and gives and builds gratitude for your tribe. Okay, that's just one example. The thank you, congratulations, you've got access to this life-changing event. Now it says watch now, but it used to say instead of watch now, it said join live, and it had the information about how to join. Now, of course, it just says, here's the event page, the replay. Okay. So just know, and I'm going to teach you this later, but you have to update, right? When it's over to show the replay, no matter how long you're going to show it, there has to be a replay, and it can't say join live if it's a past event. Again, copying and pasting the same thing from the first page. Look at the beautiful butterfly, elephant. And so watch it before it's gone, right? And I did take it down. And now eventually I put it back up again. That's okay. But you can take it away, that exclusivity of like, it's going to go down. Do you want to watch it? To get them to watch it. Again, what I shared with them and my promise, my gratitude. Okay. That's it. That's an example of a sign up page and a thank you / here's the event information page. But you're not done, right? You need to send reminders, just FYI, and we'll get there. We're almost done with this. Let's go through a few more. This one is, and again, you notice some of the same elements, right? This little guy, you know, the free webinar, it's on all my pages. I start with that. Okay. Now this one has, this is more recent. So this register for the free digital workshop goes straight into my Keep, which tracks which campaign they're from. So I don't have to say, yes, I want to know how to write a book, right? No, I don't have to have that tag on there to understand which one they're signing up for. They go into a campaign. And so again, header graphic, it's free. This is what I want you to do. I want you to register for the workshop. And this is a little bit about what it will do. Okay. It's a free workshop. Why do it? And here's what you'll expect. Okay. And then thank you again. Awesome. This is a little lengthy, but I like it. It's up to you. Read through it, decide the thank you. Okay. Now I want to point out this has turned into a donation archive, which you can do as well easily. Each of these is set to a different amount, $5, $15, and $22. It's like choose your own payment. People really love that. This workshop is available on demand. This was my way of getting them to join live because afterwards it was going to cost them something. Okay, 5, 15, or 22. If you join live, you get it free. Okay, so these are just little ways I've learned over time to get people to attend live. And instead of saying, sorry, this event has concluded, it would have said, join live, and the information about how to join live, right? So this thank you page is actually now been already converted since the event is over. Again, you know, keeping intact the information about what went on. Another example, these are all again listed in your resources in the area with the handouts, okay, for your homework is to create a page, an invite page, using these as examples. Tell them it's free, show them visually, show your face and that you're hosting it, a title, a subtitle, and you can do more than you think. Let's remember together, response is key. I threw in some facts, I distilled it, and then I said, what is this is going to be about? Okay. Now, again, I can copy and paste these and update it. Very easy. You're going to see me rolling out a guided, not a guided, a free workshop doing what I'm teaching you. For my water program, for my Hollowell coded water therapy, okay? And it's going to be just like this, based on all of this, because I want to show you in real time how to do it. And then I'll show you like, oh, look, guys, got this done. Here it is. And it's going to look much like this. The thank you page, and of course, the imagery will be different because it's a different campaign. The thank you page would have said, congratulations. Here's how to join us live, and it would have had the information. Now it is the replay. Okay, here's the event details. It's the replay. Donate as thanks, guys. You should always have a donate button for your free and valuable content. If someone wants to give thanks, you might as well. And just so you know, I get a couple $100 every time I host a free workshop, because people are beautiful and they say, oh, wow, that was great. Whether or not they join my program or not, they want to give thanks for what it is they received. And so, you know, even though it's free, it's not really, I do get paid usually by a few beautiful souls that decide to donate. So don't be afraid to put it, donate as thanks. You know, I love it. I go to bed, I wake up and I see, oh, wow, that's so cool. 2 people donated for the Anahata codes. Because if you notice on that free download, it says donate donate your gratitude or something like that. And yes, those come in because why? People are beautiful. They want to support people, especially when they're giving free and valuable content. Okay. So you should do that. Okay. Now don't do it on the sign up page because that will distract them. You don't want them to go anywhere except for sign up. You can do it on the thank you page. You can do it on the replay page. Last example, and we'll wrap up. This one was free workshop. The quantum field connects you to all things. You are the author with limitless choice. Come remember. Let's explore. It's your field. Let's play. Let's optimize. It's a free Quantum You workshop. Fact. We have access to the total pattern and can zoom in and out. Fact. 99.9% of everything is energy and information. Fact. So it was facts about things that I would want them to go, wow, that's intriguing. And then the distillation. And then what am I going to cover in this Quantum Within workshop? Okay. So again, look through these examples, and then I end with my personal signature, right? And there I am. I'm my brand. You want people to see you, relate to you, bond with you, be with you, prefer you, right? Feel safe with you. You want to connect with them. All right, guys, that is it. Let me make sure. And then there's this one that is so simple. Okay, this is also in the references for you to choose from. Look, it's so simple. It's the logo. It's what it is. It's register to receive life-changing broadcasts. It's very vague, and you register and you say register now. Now notice we do not share your email address. See that down there underneath the form? That's important to add. But look how simple this one is. That's it. There's not a lot of information. The point is you're growing your list. You want people to raise their hand and say, yes, I'd like to hear what you have to say. And then they are giving you permission to talk to them. They're in your tribe. Now, as long as you have an opt-out, right? In any email campaign system that you use is going to have an opt-out. They have to by law. You can't just send people emails via your regular email. It has to be able to, people need to be able to say unsubscribe by law. So they're giving you their permission for you to contact them about whatever it is, and you're not going to share their info. That's the goal. So you don't need to talk them out of anything. You know, less is more when it's a free workshop. You want to show why they would want to join, to attend, but that's about it. There's no selling going on. It's like, don't you want this? Awesome. Sign up. All right, guys, that is it. Let's go back to, I'm going to just share the presentation one last time. Where are we at in this Elixir 3? We have, sorry about that. We have zoomed out on the funnel process. We've learned more about that and where this has its place. We've created our Vishita talk, or at least we know how to do so. We've gone through the presentation logistics, okay? And your homework is, again, to create that invite, to create that sign up page using the list of examples that I have based on what you're going to talk about. And next, we have dose 4, 5, and 6. We're going to talk through how to market this, how to get attendees, right? You need to have people show up. So how are you going to do that? 5, dose 5 is presenting. What are the presentation logistics? I'm going to walk you through how to actually broadcast your event digitally. And then dose 6, what is the call to action? Is it a masterclass? Is it a subscription? Is it to apply? And how do you go about sharing that so that people will be compelled to purchase after the event? All right, guys, I will see you in dose 4. Bye for now. Love to you.